Number 4, more Proverbs in action. Number 2, learning English through pictures. Alright, with number 31 all the way to number 40, let us get this started with. We have ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking it. It is easier to pull down than to build up. It is too late to lock the stable door after the horse has bolted. It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. It's never too late to learn. Jack of all trades and master of none. Knowledge is power. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Love makes the world go round. Marriages are made in heaven, and etc. and etc. Alright, let's start off with ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking it. Number 31. Now this means that if you break the law, you cannot defend yourself by saying that you had no idea that knew that law existed. Okay, let's start with this. You can't go backwards, you have to miss a turn. But I didn't know that. It says so in the rules. That's not fair. I can't read. Ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking it. Yeah! Toddler, tantrum. Yeah. That's what you do to toddlers who think that they cannot win. They want to win everything. Alright, let's start off with, it's easier to pull down than to build up. This means that it's easier to destroy something than it is to create something. Like it's easier to break a pen than to refix the pen, don't you think? Breaking something doesn't necessarily mean you can fix it again. Alright, here we go. Taking the engine apart to find the fault was easy. Now we need to put it back together again. There, finished. What about this piece? Sometimes it is easier to pull down than to build up. Maybe you should have said nothing and then nobody would have went ahead and complained towards you or had a guilty conscience when they said, this engine is fine. Alright, next up we have locking the stable door after the horse has bolted. Now, what does this mean? Now, this means that, well, it is too late to stop something after it has already happened. Like, you can't prevent someone from cheating on a test after they cheated the test. You cannot prevent someone from escaping the classroom after they escaped the classroom, or, for that matter, escape the school. The best you could do is relock them. I never imagined the prisoners would dig a tunnel to escape. Why did you never imagine that? That's pretty much a very classic way to escape. We should have laid some concrete to make a solid floor. I'll go and get some sand and cement so it never happens again. Alright, Zome, it feels like locking the stable door after the horse has bolted. Okay, next up we have this. It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. This means that even the worst situations create an opportunity for someone. Like, whatever happens towards someone else, that this will be the best situation for all of us. And this will happen towards, like it's an opportunity for someone. Good opportunity for someone. Here we go. Here's the example. What's for lunch? We're starving. What about some chicken and cheese sandwiches? Oh no, that bread is stale. Oh well, it's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Well, yeah, I guess that's right, but everyone's smiling, so I suppose everyone has a good situation. But what happens to their starving problem? Do they just eat chicken and cheese by themselves? And what the heck is this? What do you put those? What do you put lettuce and berries in your sandwiches? Unless they're strawberries, jam. If it's jam, I wouldn't mind, but the whole thing itself? Yeah, that ain't happening at all. Okay, let's go. Here we go. It's never too late to learn. Now, never too late to learn. This means that you can always learn new things, however old you are. No matter how old you are, you can always learn new things. I always wanted to play the violin, but my parents couldn't afford the lessons. Why don't you do it now? It's never too late to learn. Alright then, I will. But is it too late to learn to play well? Gung 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 gung. No. I've seen people who can still play well at this age, but then again they've practiced for like 60 years, so I suppose it is a little too late to learn play well. But question, is this person also old? Yes. Answer is yes. Okay, next up we have this. Jack of all trades and master of none. Now this means that people who try to be good at lots of different things are often unable to do any of them really, really well. So like you know how to do lots of things, you just don't know how to do them well. You don't know how to do well lots of things. I was so insulted when your friend came in here and called me a jack of all trades and master of none. I'm very proud of my pottery, not to mention my models. I made that shelf as well, you know. I suppose that's true. Okay, next up we have this. Knowledge is power. Number 37, knowledge is power. This means that people who know more than others have a very, very big advantage. Now that they have a very big advantage, this means that, well, they can do better than other people. Brains be blown. Yeah, that's true. But then again, you have to use your brains for everything. You have to go ahead and think of every factor. Like, you cannot forget to factor in a dog. You'll figure out what I'm referencing if you ever watched the Superman movie. You don't need to read the instructions to put together a kite, Harry. Actually, you kind of need to do if this is the first time you do it. I disagree. Knowledge is power. There! Finished! I think you might have the wrong instructions, Harry. This is the instruction how to fold a paper boat. This isn't the instruction how to fold a kite. Also, technically, your instruction manual on how to fold a kite is right here. He's a walking, living instruction machine. Instructions for a kite. Okay, next up, we have lightning never strikes the same place twice. This means that something unusual is likely to not happen more than once in similar circumstances. In certain circumstances, like lightning will not hit at the same time, except for some reason that's the person who has been hit by lightning like 10 times. Then again, that is like very rare, and that was like 100 years ago. What? That was close! Kaboom! You shouldn't shelter under a tree during a thunderstorm. I shall be perfectly alright! I thought lightning never strikes the same place twice. Somebody forgot to tell the lightning that. That's very true, actually. That's very true. Okay. Number 39 is love makes the world go round, round, round. Love makes the world go round. This means that love is the reason why people do most things, and ultimately is the most important thing ever. I wish you would settle your argument and start talking to each other again. Love makes the world go round. Alright then, you're stupid. And you're dumb. Okay, so what happened to the dinner table is my question. I think I preferred it when they weren't talking. Me too, but I kind of prefer it when they're talking. They fight each other. Next up, we have marriages are made in heaven. 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 Okay, so what does this mean? This means that it's God who decides to marry who. I can't believe that most of these are religious proverbs though, but then again, this is what the book's telling me, not me. In other words, a higher dimension deity is the one who's deciding who marries who. I can't understand why she married him. He's not at all good looking. He sounds terribly boring. He's old enough to be her grandfather. It's a complete mystery. Marriages are made in heaven, I suppose. Dang. That's it. Next time we'll be doing number 41 all the way number 50. Until then, Shihana peace. Bye bye.